Till this day, that hurts because I'm like, if I'm so lazy, why am I exhausted all the time? It looks like, you know, I get overwhelmed, I get overloaded, and I just cease all activity. And I know I need to be doing the thing, but I cannot get my mind to do the thing. And I know the thing isn't high effort. And sometimes I know the thing is of utmost importance. I cannot flip the switch to go do the thing. Okay. And so I freeze and I shut down completely. And that's what my ADHD meltdown kind of it looks like. And oftentimes that's where specific people, specifically adults with ADHD, is why we'll get caught lazy, you know. And till this day, that hurts because I'm like, if I'm so lazy, why am I exhausted all the time? Why am I constantly in motion? I feel like I never give myself any time to rest until I crash. I had a job. I'll never forget it. I had a job where I went in to my supervisor and I'd never done the work that we had been doing before. I asked my supervisor, I said, "Hey, I've never done this before. This is super complex and I didn't really get trained on this specific thing. Help me figure out what my priorities are with this role. What is the thing that I'm supposed to be doing? What is, where it's the most important thing I need to deliver on every single day." Because at the previous job, working in the group home, it was keep the kids safe, make sure the kids are observed, make sure they're safe. Everything else can go by the wayside as long as you're keeping the kids safe. That was simple. I could focus on that. So when everything else, when I was dealing with other chaos, I could lock in on that one thing and execute on that one thing. And that allowed me to excel in that role because that's what I became really good at, is controlling the environment and making sure it wasn't too chaotic, specifically with kids that may be assaultive and stuff. I went to my supervisor and said, I need to know what my priority in this job is. And she's like, I can't tell you that. You got to figure that out on your own. Well, you've just set me up to fail. And I think I've told that story.